Hey everyone, welcome back to another tarot session. I thought this week's topic could be on what courage looks like right now. What are some things that you can do right now at this time to be courageous in your life, to be brave, to do something that you are afraid of doing that is needed and necessary for you to move ahead, to move forward. I thought it was very fitting since we are in Leo season. So we will be starting with you, Leo. So what I'm seeing for you, Leo, is the need to believe in yourself, the need for you to take a leap of faith, to trust that you have what it takes, that you can handle whatever is on the other side of this leap of faith, to trust that, your capabilities, your skill set is enough, that you will be able to handle whatever you are presented with. You just have to believe in yourself because it's like the reason why you're taking this leap of faith is to try to reach or maintain some sort of balance, something that you feel is owed to you or something that you feel you deserve. And in order for you to get it, to achieve it, is like you're the one that has to risk something or put yourself out there or ask for something or, just again, like take that leap of faith of like, you know what, I'm just going to do this and I'm going to trust in myself and I'm going to believe in myself that whatever comes my way, I'm going to be able to handle it and I'm going to know what to do, what to say. I'm enough. I'm smart enough. I have the skills. I have the resources and I believe in myself and I believe that I deserve this and that this is what's right and fair and balanced and I have to be the one to advocate for this thing for myself in order, to achieve whatever this is, and I do see that you have to be like willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to like put in the long, hard hours and to show up and again, to advocate and to persevere and to not give up. I feel like whatever this is really calling you to really need to be like full of spark and power and fire and, like be inspired with a mission and with purpose and like to be very bold and charismatic and bright and like, really demand like attention or demand space or command attention or something like that. Like, so it's not really time for you to be quiet and to like, be a fly on the wall or be a wallflower or just be like, in the corner taking in information. It's like a time for you to really be center of attention. And this is what's needed and what's fair and balanced and necessary. So yes, Leo, this is your message about what courage looks like right now for you. I hope this helps. Hey Aries, today we are doing messages on what courage looks like right now. What are some things you can do to be brave and to be courageous in your life to move things forward? So Aries, this is so clear. I'm seeing that for you, it's all about vulnerability. It's about like showcasing and putting out there and being like very transparent and real about like the things that you're feeling, the things that you feel really emotional towards, sensitive about. I don't know, maybe the things that you're afraid of or the things that make you feel something strong, that elicit a strong emotion inside of you. It's like to be able to express this publicly or like, I don't know, maybe like on a public platform or at work, just to be able to express something that lies deep within that maybe it feels really vulnerable expressing, like how you really feel about something or, things that you could just feel very sensitive towards or something like that, where it's like normally you wouldn't want to share those things because maybe it seems like so private and so personal. And again, it is vulnerable. But this is what you're being encouraged to do. This is what courage and bravery looks like right now for you. Is I feel like to let your guard down and show people your inner world, your inner space, what is in there, and to show people like the softer side, and like to be vulnerable and to know that vulnerability is strength. Like it takes a lot of strength and courage to be vulnerable, to let your guard down and to like wear your heart on your sleeve, and to be sensitive and emotional, and to not be afraid to show what those things are, and what elicits those emotions from you, to like lay your heart bare, and let people know what's in there. I feel like I want to say that in the world that we live in, it's true that we do have to be careful with who we are vulnerable with, because a lot of the times, we can put our vulnerabilities out there, and then people can use that, they'll take that sensitive information and then like try to throw it in our face somehow, or get one over on us, because like you were vulnerable and you expressed something that is like really tender, and something that like really can affect you deeply, and then that can be used against you. So that's why a lot of us don't want to be vulnerable. We don't want to tell people like, what's our sensitivities are, and like what our soft spot is. Like we don't want to share with people what those things are, because then it kind of gives them like a power or a strength over us or something like that. And they can kind of like use it to their advantage, or to our disadvantage, right? And like we're always like trying to protect ourselves. Like we're just trying to protect ourselves. We're just trying to like self-preservation. That's a very natural and human thing, but you're being encouraged to not do that, to not have your guard up, and to not feel like you have to be defensive, and you have to have a shell, or like a harder outer layer, and you don't want to let anyone into that softer, gooey space. You're being encouraged to let people in, or to let someone see something, or this is what courage looks like for you, Aries, is to take some kind of initiative in this space, to be vulnerable, to be honest, to be emotional, to be sensitive, to be soft, to be just like very transparent about your emotions and how you feel, and what is sensitive to you, and what you have a soft spot for, and just to let people see like your softer side, and your more tender side, and like this more innocent side. And I'm seeing like a lot of successful energy. So I feel like if you were to do this more, I'm seeing like a lot of success here. Like a victory. Like it would be well received. Like maybe you're scared of like what people will think about you, or how they're going to categorize you or judge you or whatever. You think it's going to be used against you, but it's actually the key to like elevate you in some way. Okay. And for people to see you and acknowledge you, maybe in a different light or something. So yes, Aries, that is your message. I hope this helps. Hey Saggy, so the message we're doing this week is on what courage looks like for you right now. What does being brave look like for you right now? So what I'm seeing for you, Saggy, is that there is a need for you to learn how to work together in groups, or like with a group of people. Maybe you're really good at working on by yourself. Maybe you're really good at working alone, working by yourself, handling your own needs. Maybe you find that easier to balance, but you're being called to learn how to work within groups, to learn how to consider other people, to find your place within a group, to see like what is your role, and how you can best serve and be efficient as it pertains to working with others, and like building something and creating something with others within a group. And they're showing me that the way that you do this is by really taking a look at yourself, and like, where is it that you are blocked? Like, what is it that is difficult for you to overcome when it comes to like learning how to unite with somebody, how to be balanced in a relationship, like how to find harmony there. Because I feel like you are trying to avoid like the messiness of spirit work, or should I say shadow work. You are trying to avoid the messiness of like shadow work, and like, going to the deep dark depths of your soul, and like, your triggers, and where you're sensitive, and the things that like make you feel like you're drowning, the experiences that you've had in life that just contribute to, whatever your triggers are and your sensitivities and things that are difficult for you to overcome. It's like your fears, your biggest fears, or things that are uncomfortable to look at, like maybe where you're jealous or you're envious, or again, childhood experiences that maybe shaped and molded certain beliefs or coping mechanisms that you may have, harmful coping mechanisms, like ways in your childhood that your needs weren't met. And so you developed some kind of harmful coping mechanism in order to try to like meet that need. And so maybe it makes you like very like a loner, or like unable to work in groups in a way that's harmoniously, or unable to show up in relationships in a way that is balanced and honest and fair, or something like this, right? And yeah, like it's asking you to take a look, to go to the messiness. It's going to get messy. It's going to get ugly. It's going to be like a dark night of the soul. And maybe there's going to be a lot of crying, and you have to face things. And, you have to really shine a light within, and go through that process by yourself, and see like what is inside of me, and why do I move the way I move, or why am I the way that I am, why do I believe certain things? And instead of trying to keep like the peace and keep things comfortable and balanced, it's like you have to not be afraid of things getting kind of messy and ugly at first. Eventually it is going to get more peaceful, but like you can't be afraid of facing the things that are difficult and that are maybe going to kind of like make the waters feel rough. It's not going to be like smooth sailing. And you can't be afraid of that. Like you have to unearth something, and it's going to cause a disturbance. And you have to be okay with that at first in order to go through whatever it is that you need to go through, because this has to do with like taming something inside of you. It's like a trigger that you have that comes out, and maybe you get like really defensive, or you get like something comes out and it like blocks people away, it blocks people out, or again, it could be something that's like that you need to tame. It's something that inside of you that needs to get tamed, that needs to be addressed, like it needs attention, right? It needs like for its needs to be met in a way that is going to be balanced, and that is going to not be harmful and damaging. You know what I mean? And this is going to help you in the long run work with other people. It's going to help your relationships. It's going to help you experience like real, true, meaningful relationships and union and harmony in that space, and how to build with people, and how to find like your space, and like how you work best within that environment or group or whatever, as it pertains to others. Okay. But there's like work you have to do here. And they're saying don't be afraid of the messiness of that work. It's going to feel that way initially, but then eventually it will calm down again. It's just because you have to unearth something. You have to become aware of something. Something needs to come up to the surface. It's like hidden deep below. And so you have to do this shadow work, but it is something having to do with like how you work in groups, who you work with, and how you contribute, and what you build and create, and with whom, and your role in that, and also your role in one-on-one relationships as well. So this is hitting on like work relationships as well as personal relationships, and trying to find balance in that, and trying to find like healthier approaches to those things. So yeah, Sagittarius, that is how you can be courageous right now. That is how you're being called to be brave. I hope these messages have helped. We made it to the earth signs for messages on what courage looks like right now. What are some things you can do to be brave in your life? Virgo, we are starting with you. So what I'm seeing here for you, Virgo, is the need for you to move, to act on the things that you feel really inspired to do, that you feel really passionate about. And it has to do with emotions, with healing your heart, with finding clarity around that space of like purity and innocence. And maybe it could even be like with spirituality and your relationship with God. maybe this is what's going to help to open your heart and to get to know yourself better, to do like healing work on yourself, to address things that you feel are, difficult to see, but they exist, you carry it. It's like the pain, the wounds that you carry, traumas, things that are triggering for you. You want to be able to jumpstart a healing process for you to reflect, for you to really get to know yourself and to see what are my blockages and where is it, that I'm stunted emotionally? Where is it that I need help? What is it that I need to overcome? What are the things that I need to overcome? What are the things that I need to become aware of? So it is kind of like doing shadow work, just seeing like what are your triggers, what things do you carry that just feel really like tender and sensitive and even hard to look at, and just like having the energy and the strength and the endurance and making the time to really go there and to do that work, because it's like you want to be able to be in tune with your emotions and in tune with your heart, and for this to be like a very pure space for you. And we can tap into this many different ways. Like some people tap into this by meditating, or again, like spiritual practices or religions, like really like tapping to that place, like tapping into that heart space and like feeling moved by something, feeling very inspired, and creating like a strong like relationship. Like it could even be like a strong energetic relationship to God, or whatever God you believe in, or whatever stories, or like philosophies, religions, like something like this. I'm getting, I'm really getting like having like a good spiritual practice, like something that you connect to, that you believe in, that like really helps to soften your heart and to heal your heart and to feel connected to your heart, and like so that you could feel that magic and that love in your life. And yeah, it's like a heart healing, and it's also like you feel like it's going to bring clarity to it, to help you see things more clearly, and for you to be able to act from this place of love and purity, but it's like you have to do work in order to get yourself there. And yeah, it's like I'm seeing like you're a tough cookie. You're a really tough cookie, and you want to be able to like crack through that toughness and like kind of reach that little ooey gooey center and get there, like because there's magic there, there's something to be tapped there, and to really focus your attention, again, your time, awareness on this. It's like making moves, like creating a plan, doing whatever it is that you have to do, talking about it, acting on it in some way. And it's like you really want to do this. You want to show up for this. And again, like I said, like make time for this and be strong enough too. You have to be strong enough to face whatever it is that you have to face, and to overcome, and to look at things honestly, and to work on it for real, and to really make changes, to really evolve, to really grow, to really, like get the fruit from this labor, like from this work, and be different, show up different. And yeah, like just have a more open heart, and like a tenderness, a softness that you carry with you, instead of maybe like this more like cutthroat tough cookie type of energy. So yes, Virgo, that is your message. I truly hope this helps. Hey Taurus, today we're doing messages on what courage looks like right now. What are some things that you can do right now in your life to be brave? So yes, Taurus, I was supposed to start with your sign, and I started with Virgo again. So I realized that the reason why I do that is because we're in Leo season. So I usually do these readings based off of like the zodiac sign that we're currently in, like the season that we're in. And since we're in Leo season, when I come and I do the earth signs, Virgo comes after Leo. So that's why I'm doing Virgo before I do yours. So yes, I'm not forgetting about you. You guys are supposed to go first. This is already like the second time I've done this. I apologize, but I know that's the reason why. So I just wanted to explain myself my brain gets confused. It does Virgo first when we're doing the earth signs because it's the sign after Leo. And we're in Leo season. So now that it took me an entire minute to explain that, let's get into your message. Okay. So yes, the message for you here is that it seems that you're going through something really difficult right now, like through something that seems very burdensome. And Spirit just wants you to, instead of looking at it from a place of like, stress and anxiety and worry and like, they want you to find your power here. Like they want you to see that, they want you to notice what you're capable of, like to see like if you are able to do what you're doing right now and you're handling it, even if you're not handling it well, it's like you're still doing it, you're still, overcoming, like persevering, you're still trying your best and moving through it. And they want you to know that like this situation that you're going through, it's only making you stronger. Like it's only opening doors for you in the future. Like they want you to try to shift your perspective around what is currently happening, around the current experience, to like, you know what, this is a difficult thing that I have to go through right now, but like it's teaching me in some way, or it's making me stronger, or I'm building up certain skills because of it, or it's reflecting to you the skills that you do have in order to even, be on this path, be on this journey, doing what you're doing and the way that you're doing it. It's like it wants to show you actually like your strength and like the courage that you do have currently, that you are, putting into motion, and the ways that you are strong right now, and, what you are capable of, and to be optimistic that this is leading you to something great, that you are on your way to like your wish fulfillment, to good people around you, to, experiencing like connection and experiencing fun times, and like you're on your way to that, and it is coming. And to know that that's happening, and that you're cultivating that's happening behind the scenes. And yeah, like just to believe in yourself more, to see your power, to see your strength, to know, to believe in the things that you are manifesting, even if it's taking some time to come, for you to like actually experience it. It's like to know that it's coming, that, like you will experience it. It will come through. It will become a reality. And, you're on your way to it. So instead of getting so consumed by the hardship and like whatever your experience is right now, it's like to try to guard yourself against the negativity of that, of like feeling like the negativity of that and feeling like you're drowning in the negativity of that. And to know that things are moving, change is the only constant, and to protect yourself from like that energy, and to know that good things are coming regardless of what it looks like right now or what you're going through right now. Don't for a second doubt yourself that good things are coming your way. Okay, that's your message. I hope this helps. Hey Capricorn, today we're doing messages on what courage looks like right now. What are some things that you could do currently right now to be brave? I want to see you be brave. Okay, Capricorn. So what I'm seeing for you guys is that to just trust in the process, basically. They're saying like to just show up, continue showing up, continue working, continue cultivating what you're cultivating, building up whatever it is you're building up, showing up for it, and not like relying too much, like not focusing too much on the logical side of things, on things needing to like logistically make sense, and like for you to like, I'm sure you guys love lists and to-do lists and like planning and planners. I'm a Capricorn and I cannot function without my planner and without like my to-do lists and like writing everything down and, like trying to strategize in that way and just have it all like written down on paper and like so I don't forget, and like being able to cross it off as I go, as I move, so I know where in the process I'm at and like what it is that I need to what I have left. It's like less of that. They're saying like less of that and more so go with your emotions. Like let your emotions kind of guide the way. It's like if you're feeling tired, take a nap. It's not like, well, no, like I haven't done this task and it's 4 p.m. and like, nope, I have to like get this done. It's like, no, you have to not be so logical. Right now, you're being called to take care of yourself, to take care of your emotional space, of your inner world, to make sure that you are emotionally okay and regulated and listening to yourself and listening to what you want. Because when you are good emotionally, I feel like that's when all of your creative ideas come, or that's when you're feeling super like motivated and inspired to show up in a way that is going to be very like inspirational and fun and lighthearted, instead of like, like trying to stick to a routine or a schedule, or trying to stick to the to-do list and making sure you cross it all off. It's like, regardless of your emotions and how you feel, it's like you have to take your emotions into consideration here, and they want that to kind of be like what's guiding the ship in your day-to-day, like in your work life, in the things that you invest in, the things that you're giving to, when it comes to like, yeah, like you're just like what you're building and focused on a day-to-day basis, like very like your routine, your schedule. It's like, consider like your energy levels, and consider, what do you need right now, regardless of whatever the to-do list is. You can always reschedule things, you can make changes, it's okay. The thing that should take priority is your internal space, and to make sure that you're having a good time. Like, it doesn't have to be so rigid and so like, like, you have to also make sure that you are having fun, and like, how can I make it fun and exciting, and like, am I okay? Do I need to eat? Do I need to go for a walk? Do I need to take a nap? Do I need to like take a bath? Maybe I could really use a swim right now. Like, whatever it is, it's like, just, they want you to focus on taking care of yourself emotionally, more so than the to-do, more so than the schedule, the plan, the routine. They want you to consider like your energy levels for that day, or like, what's going on? Are you okay? Are you feeling more sensitive today than not? And that's okay, and let's take that into consideration. And like, to consider yourself more, and to make sure that you are having a good time in your life, like you're having fun. It doesn't have to just be like, I only have fun on vacations. It's like, you can have fun on a day-to-day basis. You can have fun, you can make it fun, you can make it lighthearted and easy to show up, and it doesn't have to be so difficult, and you don't have to be so rigid and so like hard on yourself. You know what I mean? Or like, feel like I have to earn fun. It's like, it can be fun 24/7. And how can we make it fun? How can we consider ourselves and love ourselves and make sure that we are taking care of ourselves too? And you know what I mean? Like, being more balanced and well-rounded, and not like wearing yourself too thin, or again, like being too hard on yourself. Okay, Capricorn, that's your message. I hope this helps. We made it to the air signs for this week's topic on what courage looks like right now. What are some things you need to hear about bravery, and some steps you can take to move in that direction? Gemini, we're going to be starting with you. So, Gemini, what I'm seeing for you is to just be exactly where you are, to just meet wherever you are emotionally, to just meet it and be there. Don't try to escape it. Don't try to, be overly strong and try to bypass it. And it's like, it's okay for you to feel sad right now. It's okay for you to let that wash over you, to sit in that, to reflect upon why you're feeling sad, to reflect upon the things that have felt burdensome, that have felt really heavy, that maybe could potentially have you feeling like you're at some kind of a rock bottom. It's okay to just be held by family and be supported and be more in this like weakened state. It's not actually weak. It's just, it's part of the process. It's very, it's just part of what you need to experience, what you need to go through. Everything plays its purpose, plays its role. And right now, you just need to, like, go through the motions and let this wash over you. Sit with it, just let it do whatever it's here to do, whatever this heaviness is here to do. If you can just meet it fully and sit with it fully and be present with it, that's the most courageous thing that you can do right now. It's saying stop trying to be, in your mind, strength could be like, no, I'm not going to be sad. I'm just going to rise up, and regardless of how beaten down I'm feeling, I'm just going to keep it moving, put on my strong face, put on my boots and keep going, like keep rolling with the punches. Like trying to be just very like strong in that way, which is admirable, but it's actually like not what is being encouraged. It's being encouraged for you actually to like, it's stronger right now for you to sit in the pain, for you to not try to bypass it, for you to not try to be strong and overcome it and just try to like, hurry up and just not let it phase you. It's like actually what's strong is just sitting in it, like I said, reflecting, letting it wash over you, because then naturally when you're ready, when it's divine timing, things will look up, things will be better, like the wheel will shift and it will move and things will become lighter and you'll feel like, more luck is on your side eventually. But right now you just have to accept where you are, and this is, like trust that everything serves its purpose, and it's okay to be held. It's okay to need support. You don't always have to be super independent all of the time. And actually sitting in the sadness and sitting in the pain is productive and is what you're being encouraged to do. So that's your message, Gemini. I hope this helps. Hey Libra, we're doing messages today about what courage looks like right now. What does it look like for you to be brave at this time? What steps do you need to take? Okay, so what I'm seeing for you, Libra, is for you to kind of just be patient. Just be patient and stay on course. I feel like you're moving through a transitory period, and it seems to be really heavy. And it's just like, just be patient, because I'm seeing like maybe you're feeling restless or you're feeling like, uncomfortable here, and you just want to hurry up and like ease it, like ease whatever tension or heaviness or whatever's happening here. Like you want to ease it because Libras are known for being like social smoothers, like they just want to make sure everyone is okay and everyone is comfortable and like everyone is happy and at ease. So maybe you shy away a little bit from more difficult energies, but these difficult energies are here for a reason, for a purpose. It's playing a role. And so you're being encouraged not to like jump the gun and just like, just like, oh, whatever, let's just go have a good time. Let's just, like trying to do whatever it is that you can to like I said, to ease it, to just, like be more impulsive and like just be more like careless about it. Like, oh, whatever, like let's not be in this deep energy. Let's just like go grab a few drinks. Let's go have a good time. Let's go, blow off some steam. Let's just, it's like you're just trying to like make it better, but actually that's not what is needed right now in order to bring balance in this space, in order for balance to exist in this space and to be invited into this space. It's like this is what's needed, is just to like be patient and go through whatever heaviness, like go through the muck, go through the confusion, just be in it, like be smack dab in the middle of it without trying to ease anything, without trying to like, trying to make anything better. It's just like, okay, it's uncomfortable, it's heavy, it's burdensome, it's, it is what it is. Like, this is just the part of the process I need to be in, and let me not try to escape it. Let me just, commit myself to it. This is where I'm at. This isn't where I want to be at. I don't like this at all. This, you know what I'm saying? But there's a gift here, like there is a gift here for you to just be where you're at, in the muck, in the mire, in the heaviness, in the confusion, in, like it feels burdensome. It feels like a lot of responsibility, a lot of weight on your shoulders. And this is what's needed. You know what I mean? Like eventually you will find that place where you feel more stable and you feel more like taken care of, provided for, more safe, more grounded. You will find that place again. But right now, where you are is where you need to be. For you to be courageous right now just means for you to go through whatever it is that you're going through, accept it, be dedicated to your process, be committed, continue to show up for it, and to just stay true to it. Don't try to bypass it. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to, cover it, mask it. Just be in it. Just be in it and meet it every single day. Walk your path, walk your course, stay on track, and eventually you will find balance, okay? But this is just a part of the process you're finding yourself in, so it's just saying like commit yourself to it. Okay, Libra, that's your message. I hope this helps. Hey Aquarius, we are doing messages on what does courage look like right now? What would it look like for you to be brave, to take actions, to move in that direction in your life? So what I'm seeing for you, Aquarius, is that maybe you are someone that you like, you're not super patient, like for things to grow, or like it's kind of like if you reach a plateau point, or if something is taking too long, maybe you get bored or something, or you invest in something else because maybe something is taking too long, or you don't want to put like time and energy and effort because you're just like, well, what if this just stops growing? It kind of just reached a plateau. Let me invest somewhere else. So maybe you jump the gun and you give up on things prematurely. So what it's saying here is for you not to do that. What it's saying here is for you to kind of be excited about the growth process. And the growth process, the natural growth process, is one that takes time, is one that you do have to be patient for. So it's saying like stop scattering your energy and stop, like, okay, well, while this grows, let me go over here and let me invest over here, or let me see what's going on over here. It's like you seem to have a very curious spirit where it's like maybe you leave something doing its thing, but then you go and put your attention elsewhere while that thing is growing. But then it's kind of like you're scattering your energy and you're not fully putting like your full attention on something that maybe needs it. Like it's saying like just be patient and stand the test of time, I guess. Like stay the course. Don't scatter your energy. Don't be like so impatient and like giving your time and your energy and your resource, your attention to multiple things. Like just pick something, stick with it, stay with it, give that thing all of your time and your focus and your attention and your resources, and be there and watch it grow, watch it flourish, because eventually it will be something that's very nourishing and something that's very valuable and very like you're gonna be so glad that you really didn't like put your focus or your attention on anything else, that you stayed with this one thing. This could even be about relationships, like maybe while you're waiting to see like, okay, what happens with this relationship? Okay, well, we're kind of just hanging here. Let me see like what else is out there. Let me see. And then like you start giving your time and energy and attention to multiple people. And so it's kind of like you're taking away from like that one relationship. You know what I mean? Like just because it's like at a plateau, or like it's still taking time to get to know each other, to feel comfortable with each other, to open up. It's not an invitation for you to kind of just like see what else is out there and like are there any other connections? Could there be anything that's better, that is gonna move quicker? It's like focus on one thing, because if you focus on one thing, it's like you are investing in it, like you are nourishing it, you're watering that. So that is what's going to be what grows and what is going to be sustaining and fulfilling in the long term, but it's like you do have to put in the work for that. You do have to show up for it. You do have to commit yourself to it for a little bit and just like put your full attention on it, and just like, I just feel that you have to be very careful and mindful with how it is that you're investing your time and your energy, and like also be very like in control of yourself and like of your impulses and of your desires. Like, don't just be so easily like easily pulled to this direction, to that direction, and recognize value where there's value. Like, if something is worth it, stay with it, stick with it, keep your attention there, keep watering that garden, keep growing it there, instead of like, this is taking too long, I'm kind of bored, let me go see what else is going on. Like, that is the message here for you, Aquarius. That is what you can do right now to be courageous, to be brave, is everything that I just said, is to go more so based on your emotions and your feelings, like purity, rather than go based off of like desires and passion and excitement in that way. Like, keep it more pure and friendly and innocent and loving versus like hot and heavy and passionate and something that calls your attention in that way. Okay, that's your message. I hope this helps. We've made it to the water signs for this week's topic on what courage looks like right now. We are going to be starting with you, Cancer. So Cancer, what I'm seeing for you is that you can be someone that you like really, once you have a routine, you're on it. Like, you're very committed. Like, you fall into the routine. Maybe you don't like to get out of the routine. It's like you are just used to doing something in a particular way and you continue to do it. Even if it's not like super fulfilling, you just commit to it. You just, it's just out of habit because it's what you get used to. And maybe it's just hard for you to fall out of a routine or to change it up, to switch it up. But it's actually being encouraged for you right now to know that you are in charge. You are in control. Like, there's no one like forcing you to do something in a particular way. I feel like you are being called to kind of check out some other options, some other methods, other approaches, another way to find something that is more like true to you, that's going to be more fulfilling, that's going to bring you more happiness. It's like right now is a time for you to explore whatever that is. They want you to know that you are the one in control, you are the one in power, you can switch it up whenever you want, you are the one in charge of like deciding what it is that you give to and what it is that you invest in and all of these things. And they want you to just like check out your options, like broaden your horizons and see what's possible. Just see like, does something else work better, like to open up to the idea that something else could work better, that you could be happier doing something else or being somewhere else or doing something in a different way, or it's like just trying something different, like trying to be more flexible. Maybe change is something that's hard for you, it's difficult for you, or you're afraid of change or starting new things, or like it's just not something that comes super naturally to you, but you're actually being encouraged to not be afraid of those things and to check those things out and to know that you are capable and that you can handle it. Maybe like you stick to a certain routine because it's like, well, I know I can do this, so I'm just going to stay here because it's like familiar and I mastered it, or I know I can do it, I'm comfortable. But it's like you have to be able to get out of your comfort zone, and that requires you to have a sort of self-confidence and a self-belief and knowing that you are equipped and that you're going to be able to handle new things, and you're going to be able to find your way. And yeah, like it's just for you to have like this spark, this light inside of you of just more love and fun and self-love even, and confidence, and just like more just it's just to invite like magnetism into your life, you know what I mean? Like I said, excitement and fun, and to move away from a more like logical, colder energy and live a life that's more in tune, connected with your heart and your emotions, and something that is just more feel good for you. Okay, I know it looks like you have a fear of this. So that's why you have to be courageous to do it. And that's why you're being encouraged to do it. And I feel like you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. Okay, that's your message. I hope this helps. Hey Scorpio, we are doing messages on what courage looks like right now. What are some things that you can do right now in your life to step up and to be brave? So actually, Scorpio, what I'm seeing here is for you to recognize a way that you behaved or something that you did that was wrong, or that was like out of line or out of pocket, or that was cruel, or where you were kind of like emotionally distant. They want you to be able to recognize something that you did and to basically like to feel bad about it. They don't want you to suffer. It's not like they want you to suffer or anything like that. It's just that this is what's going to invite like heart healing and purity into the space. It looks like this has something to do with family. So it could have something to do with siblings, with or people, friends, cousins that you knew from childhood, that you have a long history with. And it's like a good relationship. It's a relationship that, it's very pure and loving and genuine, and where like you guys have each other's best interest at heart. And maybe in a situation like this, you might have acted in a way that was cold or calculating, or like, where you weren't considering their emotions and you were only thinking about like winning, or, like winning out in the situation. And so they actually want you to be able to like kind of let your guard down, like put your guard down, stop being so defensive about this, stop being like, nope, I'm gonna die on this hill, like I'm not gonna change my stance. This is what it is. This is how I am. I have my reasons. It's like, put all of that aside, stop being so defensive, and just, break down if you have to break down. Like, damn, like I could have done better. Like if I was more attached to my feelings, to my emotions, to my compassionate energy, to energy of like caring about my friendship, my relationship, then I wouldn't have behaved in that way. I wouldn't have acted in that way. And it's kind of like getting down to the bottom of your behavior and why you acted in that way, and like seeing it clearly and transmuting it, like so that you don't show up in that way anymore. It's like recognizing that you showed up in that way and going through the whole process of, okay, like breaking it down piece by piece. Like, okay, why did I show up in that way? Why was that my instinct? Why was that my reaction? Why was that my approach? And then, break it down and kind of like try to see where it is that there's a misalignment, so that you can become better, so that that isn't your approach in the future. And that's not how you handle these types of situations in the future, is by like just being mean or petty, or again, like stepping on people's toes, especially people that you love and care about. It's like you want to dead this energy, you want to dead this behavior, you want to transform, you want to be different, you want to be more evolved, you want to be better, you want to level up. So it's saying like in order for you to like go on this process, first you have to admit that there's a problem and you have to see your fault. And that can be difficult, it can be difficult to see your fault, but you have to be able to be willing, because this is what it takes to evolve and to become a better person, is to see where you lack, where you fall short, so it's going through that whole process and, like laying down your guard, not being so defensive, just accepting it, accepting who you've been, what you've done, trying to break it down so that you can actually make some real changes and show up in a way that you are going to be like proud of, in a way that is going to be more representative of the person that you want to be, and how you want to impact, especially those that you love, those that you consider close to you, that you feel like you have some kind of like soul bond and connection to, you know what I mean? So yeah, like it's saying like to just embrace the journey. Like you're gonna be sad, it's gonna feel heavy, you have to face certain demons, certain things, certain truths about yourself, but it's all part of the process, and it's all for you to eventually be better. So they're just saying to embrace it and to accept it and to go down this path, because you're going to be all the better for it. Okay, that's your message. I truly hope this helps. And last but not least, we've made it to Pisces. We are doing messages today about what courage looks like right now. What are some things that you can do to be brave in your life? Some ways that you can step up and show up in your life. Okay, Pisces, what I'm seeing for you is that right now is just a time for you to try your best. It doesn't look like it's easy, okay? And I know it's easier said than done, but this is the message. It's try your best to stay as lighthearted as possible, to stay, to like continue having fun, to continue trying to infuse like fun in a situation, in a difficult situation. I feel like you're going through something. It could be with your family, or like people that are really close to you, people that you've known for a really long time, that you have a long history with, childhood friends, or again, siblings, cousins, family, people that you've lived with. It could even be like a dog, because like I'm seeing the dog in this card. Doesn't have to be, but it could be like something, like there's something going on, like maybe there's a sickness, or maybe like a dog, like a family dog passed away, or there's like something heavy happening in the household, or amongst family members, and it's heavy and it's difficult, and it is causing changes. Like there's a lot of changes happening, just feeling like the feeling of things like crumbling down and falling apart. It does seem to be like a very big, difficult energy that's causing like sadness and grief and pain and hurt. But you're being called to be like the light, to be like the person that comes through and tries to lighten up the mood, and tries to help people to feel better, and to just try to be like the beacon of light, of like, what, guys, we can overcome this. We can rise above. Like, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry. Like, like be that person that is encouraging, be that the sunlight, be the light, the person that comes through and brings warmth and generosity and love and care, and like try to help people by being the example of how it is that you can navigate this in a way that is going to be optimistic and healthy and positive, and like try to be the role model, try to give good advice, be supportive, be there, be like I said, like that beacon of light, that it's like it's such a lighthearted, pure energy. It's like it's not taking itself very seriously. It's like it cracks jokes, it comes through, it's dancing. It's just like, yeah, this is difficult, this is hard. I know, but this isn't the end. It's like kind of like trying to pave the way back to the light. And to know like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and this isn't the end, and this doesn't define us, and we can do this. We can go through this. We can go through this heaviness, and we can know that we will rebuild. It will be better. We will feel better. It's like if someone passed away, it's like bringing the photographs of the happy moments, the happy times, and reliving the happy stories, and like just trying to make people's moods elevate, what I mean? Something like that, where it's like, let's not stay in this slump, in this dump, let's like try to see it from like a lighter perspective, or like a more optimistic perspective, or what I mean? Like it's showing up in that way. It's showing up in that way, being supportive in that way. Like, this is what you're being called to do. This is the energy you're being called to like uphold, to infuse, to protect with, to provide with, like this is like the energy you're being called to be in, is like being that supportive, loving person, friend, sister, brother, father, mother, whatever it is, like just being that person that's like the person that's lighting up the room and lighting up the way and lighting up the path and elevating, and just bringing that lighter, fun energy to a space that seems to be very like heavy and sad because of some big like catastrophic like event that happened, and it's just being the light in the dark, basically. Pisces is your message. I hope this helps.